There.
Hello, how are
How
you right
you doing?
now? Good.
Thank you for coming on.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me. I'm so hyped. So
You're
excited
very
to be.
welcome. You're very welcome. And you're located in Arizona.
Yes, I am. I'm a Phoenix native. I was born in Phoenix. Very proud to represent. Yeah.
And so what attracted you to begin Breezy, right?
Yes, Breezy.
Okay. What attracted you to begin your acting and modeling career?
Um, I guess I've always kind of been an entertainer, a performer, in the sense of, growing up with lots of siblings, I wanted to have fun and I always wanted my family to laugh and have a good time. Um, and then I decided to do theater in high school, and ever since then, I just wanted to pursue that. I really, really enjoyed theater. I actually started off in the technical side of things, construction, painting, lighting, sound, things like that. Um, and then I had my try at acting, and ever since then, I've just been pursuing it. It's been a really fun journey to explore myself and all of that good jazz.
That's awesome. And are
Yeah.
you working on any current projects?
Yeah, I actually just filmed a little thing with Isaac Joel. He's also a Phoenix director. I'm not sure how much I can talk about it, but I did get asked to film a little thing with him. I was posting about it a day ago. Um, So a little hint is my character, I guess, is a bounty hunter, and I'm very, very, very excited for that to come out because being a bounty hunter is so cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that was awesome. And I am going to be working on a modeling shoot coming up soon. Hopefully, it will be published in an editorial magazine. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
That's awesome. And what made you become a model?
Modeling, I think it's just like something I always wanted to do, same as
Hmm.
performing. I I always saw, the girls on the posters in the mall, and I've always been into fashion, especially. I love styling. I love, matching patterns and pieces together and making this fun, dramatic story in clothes. So I just wanted to try my hand at that and be the girl in the poster, and not only bring my passion for fashion in, but bring myself in it as well and sort of act as, a confidence booster for myself. Like, I can do that. I can. And here we are. I can. I've proven it. Yeah.
And you worked with Miss actress Sydney.
Yes, Sydney Hayes Hill. I love Sydney. She was on your show, right?
Yes, she's been on my show twice actually.
Amazing. Yes, she was telling me all about you, Ryoichi, and how much of a great time she had on your show. And I was like, you know what? Like, I definitely want to meet this guy. So thanks again for having me.
You're very welcome. Actually, she's been on my show probably 3 or 4 times. So,
Oh my gosh. Fantastic. Fantastic.
but
Yeah.
yes, and um, how and when did you meet Sydney? And what did you do? What kind of project?
So the very first time I met Sydney, I want to say was we met on the film set of Kuruk, which is a short film by Aaron Celine. And Aaron Celine was a student at ASU and I believe won some awards for the film. I don't want to give any misinformation there, but it was a really cool um, dynamic, different kind of film. And Sydney and I met officially on that set. And she's just like such a wonderful sunshine of a person, just bubbling with talent and charisma. And so I was so excited to meet her. We clicked instantly and we talked, and ever since then we've kind of been friends. And I'm so grateful to have her in my life because she's an amazing source of talent and she just keeps going. She just keeps making things. So shout out to Sydney. But yeah.
And you guys don't live close together, right? I mean, she lives in a different town or a different city.
Coincidentally, we live very close together. So luckily, I can see her often and kind of talk with her and have, tea and coffee and whatnot.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, how many films and TV shows have you performed up to now?
Have I filmed up till now?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to start counting on my fingers here. I guess I am not sure. I've made a lot of student film and sort of indie film, lots of small, film projects. So as far as like official projects, I want to say I've done on my IMDb page. I'm lucky enough to have an IMDb page and have some credits. I have like 3 projects on there, bigger projects. I have a feature film titled From Where There Is Nothing by Tyler Myers. We filmed that in the dead of summer of 2020. Um, Perhaps maybe not the safest time to make a film, but it was just an incredible experience, and I'm so grateful that we made that film. It won a few awards itself, and I was very grateful to have won Best Supporting Actress from the Roma Prisma Film Awards, and so that's one. And then another one is a short film by Tyler Myers as well, titled White Lies. That one's very interesting as well. I play sort of an evil force in that one. And yes, I've been in a few music videos as well, and lots of short films and student films, as I said. I shout out to everyone I've collaborated with. It's been a really fun journey.
Wonderful. And what are the 2 future films about that you just mentioned?
I'm so sorry. What
What are
was
the
that?
2 future films that you just mentioned about?
What are they about?
Yes.
So From Where There Is Nothing, that is a film I would say about 4 young adults kind of coming to terms with their life and living specifically in a suburban Arizona. Um, I play Chloe, who is a teen that is kind of ravaged by her grief and her addictions, and she gets to interact with other people in her town and see how their fates align and how they end up is very interesting. It's sort of a critique on, I mean, I'm sure Tyler would say this better, but it's sort of a critique on the slowness and the unsure feelings of growing up, especially in a suburban desert town where there's not
Hmm.
much going on. um,
And you said that was filmed in 2020.
yes, in 2020, we
And
just
where was it filmed at?
in Gilbert, Arizona, right in the heart of the suburbs in Gilbert. Yeah, we just it was very guerrilla style filming, very like we're gonna go to this location, we're gonna film and then get out of there. But also it was a very structured and professional feature film set. I've never had such a great time on a film set such as that one. We got to film for 2 weeks, and basically our entire cast and crew just kind of quarantined ourselves to ourselves for 2 weeks because, in the dead of 2020, we were like, if anyone on this set gets sick, it's over. So it was kind of stressful. It was stressful to film that, but at the same time, it was kind of fun, kind of kept us on edge and kept us pumped and moving, and we got the film done. And lo and behold, it's out there and it's amazing. It's won awards, and I'm so proud of everyone who worked on it.
And where can people watch it?
Where can people watch it? So I believe there is a link on YouTube, on Tyler Myers' YouTube. If not, definitely you can reach out to me and I'll make sure that you get a link so that you can see that film. Um, it's been amazing, my first feature film to work on, so definitely give it a watch. I feel like I did some good work in that one, so yeah, you can find it on Tyler Myers.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
And then your second film that you were in, where was
um,
that filmed at, and what's the story behind it a little bit? And where can people watch it as well?
okay, so that one is White Lies, is also by Tyler Myers. Um, he has a YouTube channel, as I mentioned before, and that one is sort of a thriller-esque drama story. It's also an internal story of the main character. I'm just a supporting actress in this role in this film, but the lead actress kind of goes through this psychological
Hmm.
um, torture with herself about who she is and the actions she's done. And my character and another character are sort of the recompense for her actions, right? We're symbolically and physically the regrets and the punishments of her actions in the film. So that one's kind of really cool that way. So that one's awesome.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, are you working on any current projects?
Currently coming up, as I said, I am working a bit on the Bounty Hunter
And you
project
can't talk
with,
about, which I understand.
yes, with Isaac Joel, but keep updated on that. And then next, I do have a modeling shoot
Hmm.
I'm going to work on with Erin Celine. Again, she is someone I mentioned that I've worked with, and I met Sydney on her set. So Erin Celine is a very talented director and photographer. So hopefully we can, get a editorial magazine section and get in there, and that would be really exciting.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. What's your greatest strength as an actress so far?
Greatest strength as an actress. Well, I am very, very partial to dramatic scenes. I don't know why. I just love the flair, the emotion, the drama. And if you want to check out From Where There Is Nothing on Tyler Myers' YouTube, as I said, you'll get to see. I cry quite a lot in that film, so I think learning the art of crying on command definitely helps you as an actor. I know it's not like the pinnacle of acting, but for a lot of people, it brings that much more onto screen. And at least for me, I feel like my strength is in those dramatic scenes and,
Hmm.
bringing some tears on for the screen. Yeah.
So, do you cry easily?
In real life, yes. I try to pretend like I don't. I try to be a tough guy on the outside, but I'm very emotional. And, it could be about anything. It doesn't even have to be sad. I cry very easily when I'm happy as well. So to me, I'm just very in tune with that part of myself. And, I like to bring it on camera. They say you should bring a bit of yourself and a bit of truth to every character. And that's what I'm doing.
So you cry about anything. You cry about anything, you said.
Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah, if I get a little too excited or I get a little angry or I get whatever, I got tears in the eyes. Yeah.
So, what is the most challenging role you ever taken?
Ooh, a challenging role I've taken. Mm, let's see. I think I did have to take a role. I was in a film titled Batu by Zeta Monet, produced by Omer Hashem. Um, and I was a ballerina. And so for me, that was a bit of a challenge because I am not a dancer. I am not very in tune with my body the way a elegant, graceful ballerina would be. And so I accepted the role because I really connected with the character's struggles in terms of, sort of that performer's anxiety, imposter syndrome, this idea of giving up. The character in the film, she wants so hard and so badly to be in a professional ballet group, right? And she is just down on her luck. She keeps, her shoes break. She has no money in the bank. She has an overdraft fee, and these things keep piling up for her. And all she wants to do is dance. And I sort of feel the very same way about my acting career in that sense. So it was a challenge for me to get into that role just physically. As an actor, you always want to embody your characters and know them inside and out and truly be that character,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so for me to be a ballerina, I, I just watched some YouTube videos and I tried my absolute hardest to learn. I looked at how to properly lace up the shoes and how to properly wear the outfits and things of that nature. So for me, it was just challenging to represent the actual dancing on screen. But the rest of it was a really fun challenge to represent that true, that sadness in someone when they can't get what they want. Um, at the end of that film, something that was a challenge was another scene where I'm crying. We did several takes. It was like 10 different takes we did and 10 different angles where I was just crying the entire time. And so after a while, it was hard for me to keep the tears flowing. And I was like, where's the water? Where's the eyedropper? So we can just,
Wow.
yeah, but it was really fun to be in that film. I know it was very special for the director, Zeta, to have that film come to life because I believe she had to rewrite the entire film at one point. So that was a really fun challenge and a really rewarding one as well.
Amazing. Amazing. Um, so what is the most, when it was like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm sorry, my mind just went blank.
Oh, you're good. Where do I see myself in 5 years? Well, I always never know how to respond to that question. I think in 5 years, I would love to see myself more active in in theater again. I really, really miss the stage. It's where my career started. It's where my love for acting really blossomed and developed. I I miss theaters and plays a lot. I don't know if you see plays much, Rochi.
Um, I do.
Yeah.
It's bad for me to say this. I'm not a big fan
That's okay. It's not for everyone, really. It's its own unique medium.
because for
Um,
me, it's like, I mean, Broadway, I can do that,
okay.
right? But like, I don't know. For me, it's hard. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm more like, this is so horrible to say this, but I'm like TV and green screen. You're like action, and you're going on here and you're doing all this stuff,
Okay.
and you know, that's just me.
Yeah, you like the action. You want to be in the thick of it. You want to see those effects and things. I totally respect that. I mean, like I said, the theater is not a medium for everybody. But those musicals and things definitely bring a bigger audience. Do you have a favorite musical, Ryoichi?
No, not really.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Well, I'm a big fan of Lady Gaga, but if that counts.
Yes. Yes. I'm a big fan of Lady Gaga as well. Are you looking forward to seeing her in the Joker sequel?
By the way, yes, I can't believe it, but yes.
Yes, right? Oh my gosh. But yeah, that I think in 5 years I definitely want to spend some time back on stage, even though it's not everyone's favorite. I want to spend some time back on stage, as well as just really getting into auditioning for more dynamic sets. I want to make my way out to LA more and audition for things there, because that's the dream, and I'm gonna fight for that. So that's
That's
where I see
awesome.
myself in 5 years.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Provide me an example when you had to overcome a challenge on set.
Overcoming challenges on set. Very good question. I think I think one of the most challenging things on set is making sure to really get along with everyone on set. Um, I'm not saying I haven't really had horrible experiences, but I know a lot of people who have. And I think, it's hard to kind of balance this dynamic of people. There's some people who maybe you've known for a while or people that you've just met, and total strangers the entire time. You just kind of have to roll with it and make sure you're being respectful and dynamic that way. And and just kind of go with the flow. It's hard to say exactly what to do in certain situations because, of course, you want to keep your boundaries and you want to keep, your stuff to yourself. But there's so many people around you, and it's a very fast-paced, dynamic, stressful situation. We're trying to get this many shots done in one day, and those time crunches can really weigh on you,
Hmm.
and you really feel that stress from everybody in the room. It's like this physical thing in the room with you guys is all this stress and anxiety. There's performers anxiety, there's anxiety from the director because they want to make sure everything's perfect. There's anxiety from the DP because the camera's not working, and
Hmm.
the grips, they're moving things, and lighting and sound, and so there's all these moving, functioning parts that can really create a stressful situation. So I think the biggest challenge to overcome is to really just go with the flow, be okay with the moment, and making sure you're getting along and being respectful of everyone on set.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
What role, if any, deeply affected you, perhaps changed you in a permanent manner?
Ooh, okay. A role that deeply affected me. I don't know if it's cheesy to say, but I feel like every role has affected me in a way. Even small ones. I think personally, I connect to characters very much so, especially in a physical style sense. As I said before, I'm very into styling. I'm very passionate about that. I think it's very fun. So for me, stepping into a role and embodying that character, becoming that character, I feel like I always take a piece of that character with me forever. And I think especially a role that had a big effect on me was probably my role in From Where There Is Nothing by Tyler Myers. My role of Chloe. I That one really, I think, just stayed with me a lot because it was my first feature film. And as I said, we filmed it in the dead of 2020. It was this crazy, wonderful experience of filming for 2 weeks in a row, having that true feature film experience. It just really stuck with me. And I'm not sure if Chloe's the best character to keep a part of, seeing as she's, kind of a
Hmm.
sad character. But I think she taught me a lot about myself because at the time I I was also going through grieving the loss of someone very close to me, which is exactly what the character was going through. So for me, it was almost like I had someone to understand me.
Hmm.
So that character, I've brought her with me in that sense. You know, she's someone that I can relate to and grieve with, and also let go of because she's a character. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing,
Hmm.
amazing. So, what do you say is your greatest accomplishment so far as an actress?
Oh, greatest accomplishment. I think just being able to do my craft. You know, I think just being able to do this and whether or not I am you know, in a festival or winning an award or doing this or doing that, just being able to do it in and of itself is an accomplishment. That is something I didn't see myself ever doing film, really. As I said, I started in theater, and you know, I thought for sure that I was just gonna ship myself to LA and go be an actor for Disney. And that's not at all where I've ended up, and I'm actually really grateful that I've traveled into the film sphere and I've done it that way. Um, but a small accomplishment I really am grateful for is being able to make it into Phoenix Film Festival. Um, I've just heard that it's really hard to get into Phoenix Film Festival, and so I was in a film by Kenny Siwa. Kenny made this film. It was about a dynamic group of nerds kind of playing a D&D-esque game online, and they have to balance their lives with their online friends and their real life friends. So it was really cool that we got into Phoenix. It was really cool we got into Phoenix Film Festival. I've heard it's really hard, so I was really grateful for that.
Wow, it's amazing. And by the way, didn't they just have the red carpet?
Yes, they just had the red carpet event for that. Yes, that's so correct. I was seeing everyone's pictures and everything. It was so gorgeous. I really wish I got to attend, but I was unfortunately busy that evening. But that was just so fantastic to see because I got to see a lot of the directors that I'm talking
Yeah,
about
like
were.
Sydney went and Becky went.
Yes, and Becky Joe, I love Becky Joe. Yes, and Kenny, the director of this film I'm talking about, was there, as well as Isaac Joel. Um,
And
so,
Becky Joe has been on my show 3 times, I believe.
oh my gosh, amazing! Becky Joe is fantastic.
Yeah, she is. Yes. So Becky and Sydney has been on my show a couple of times,
Heck
and
yeah.
congratulations to both of them as well. Um, it's just that's what I was just trying to remember. The red carpet was last night. So, which other roles would you like to see your character interact with?
What other roles? Hmm. I think I would love to be pushed in a dynamic, I don't know, pushed into a role where I really have to change myself, like completely. I think um, like someone who is totally opposite of who I am, in a sense. I think that would be a really, really, really fun challenge, and having a good relationship with a director would really help with that, I think. Um, you know, sort of being a bit more I don't know, clean cut or neurotic or something that way. I think I know a lot of people want to play like crazy characters. I think that would be also a fun challenge to do sort of a I don't know psycho character.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right. Do you have any funny or interesting stories on set or behind the scenes?
Oh, funny stories. I'm sure there's been lots of weird things. I suppose a good one for this this question would be from where there is nothing on that set. As I said, we filmed for 2 weeks straight, and for some reason, I guess we looked suspicious or something. But over the course of 2 weeks, we had the police called on us like 5 times. And so, and every time they would just get on set, and after a while, they would know us. They'd be like, "Oh, it's you guys again. Okay, go about your business." And, they would, kind of walk off. But that was really funny that at that point, the policemen actually started knowing our names and checking in on us that way. It was just very hilarious. I guess we looked a little suspicious filming in the middle of a neighborhood, but yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. And so the police came. Who called? Do you guys know, or just a neighbor?
No,
Or?
we're guessing it's just concerned neighbors, seeing a bunch of kids with a camera in the middle of the night at a park, I guess is a little suspicious. I say kids, we're all in our 20s, but I guess to a neighbor that may be a little older, we're kids. So that was quite funny to kind of
Interesting.
encounter.
Do you that is very funny actually, by the way. But do you have any hidden talents that nobody knows about you?
Ooh, hidden talents. I guess I sort of sing, and I don't really advertise that because I don't know, I don't feel trained enough, but I did take a job where I was a princess performer for kids, and so that job really taught me how to sing, at least in the Disney princess sense. So I kind of keep that hidden away in my little talent box.
Wow, wow. That's amazing. That's awesome. Without giving anything away, what's your favorite dialogue line so far?
Ooh, without giving anything away. Favorite line of dialogue. Oh my goodness, you're asking the good questions. Um, I think in in a role in which I played a Scottish woman, um, speaking about the righteous anger that she has for the death of her husband.
Hmm.
Yes.
Wow,
So embodying righteous anger was really, really fun to do.
that's amazing. Wow, that is a tough scene. So a
hmm
little history about you is you grew up in Arizona and
Yes.
Phoenix.
Yes.
And so, are you the only child? Do you have any siblings? And if so, are they also into acting?
Oh, no, I am not an only child. I'm actually one of four. I am the second born of four. Yes, lots of kids. So as I said, I loved entertaining growing up because I had all these siblings, and I was sort of regarded as one of the older and more responsible ones. I do have an older brother, um, above me, and then it's me, a sister, and a younger brother. So two and two, one, two girls, two boys. It was nice to have a buddy that way growing up. My sister is my best friend, and I sort of had dragged her into the theater scene in high school with me. But I don't think acting is her thing. She definitely stayed in the more technical side of things. But my younger brother, Justin, he's also an aspiring actor. He loved theater growing up, and he loved improv and comedy, and he's just so witty and so amazing that way. He's a natural born performer, my brother. I think he could probably shoot me out of the water, but I'm just so proud of him that way. And I personally, as someone who's pursuing performance, I encourage him so much to do it, and I try to send him little cast calls and things. But yeah, I want to encourage him. He growing up always said he wanted to be a rock star, and I have done nothing but try to encourage him to do that too.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's amazing. Awesome. So, um, and now, what is the fun thing to do in Arizona? Of course, I've been to Arizona, but I'm asking you.
Oh my gosh, I would love to know what you think is fun in Arizona. Um, as a Phoenix native, we know that it's not the easiest place to navigate in terms of fun things to do. Um, since it's so hot, there's not a lot of like fun outdoor activities. I would say the best thing to do with kids is like the zoo when it's nice out. We have some water parks that are super fun, like, splash zones and things of that nature. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of water parks. But I know that they're super cool. So all the slides and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, for me, I think traveling in Arizona is the best time because there's so many different climates just in this one
Mm-hmm.
state. If you go a little bit up north, you start seeing some trees, Flagstaff area, even in Sedona with the Red Rock. It's such a
Been there.
beautiful. You have her, yeah. How did you feel about it? Was it like this big thing for you?
It's amazing. It's amazing because I have family up there.
Oh, great, great. Do you visit them often?
Yes, yes. Arizona's wonderful. I would love to live in Arizona, by the way. Mountains, so wonderful.
Where do you live now?
I'm in Oklahoma City, but do
Oh,
you know
great.
where? Yeah, Sedona is very beautiful. But of course, I drive to LA almost every summer.
Yeah. Yeah, you and me both. It's so close, it's just right around the corner. So, driving to LA is just so fun. I was very grateful for the opportunity to go twice, in July. So I went there and that was super fun.
But isn't it
Um,
true in Phoenix you guys have rattlesnakes a lot?
You know what? In my whole time of living, my whole 23 years of life, I've only ever seen one rattlesnake, and it was in the middle of nowhere in the desert. But yes, rattlesnakes are a real thing, and they do exist. They always say to look out for them on the trails and things when you're hiking. So I always try to keep cautious, but I've only ever seen one. So hopefully we can keep that luck streak going. I actually know some people who have eaten rattlesnake, kind of like a special dish like frog legs. They say it tastes very similar to that.
Oh,
That's a very
rattlesnake meat, like rattlesnake and all that stuff.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
nuts.
good.
Kind of freaks you out, yeah.
Yeah, not for me. I don't know. No. So, yeah, Arizona is very beautiful. I've been to Albuquerque as well.
Yeah.
I'm a mountain guy, so I love mountains. But Phoenix, you guys get a lot. You get the dust storm.
Yes. They're famously called haboobs. Uh, so it's just this big wall of dust that just like you can see it, like all the houses, you can kind of just see it encompassing all of the homes and all of the roofs kind of disappear, and all of a sudden you're in this wall of dust and you can barely see your hand in front of your face, if you're outside. Although definitely recommend to be inside for those times because the dust and everything is so harsh. At least even Phoenix natives like myself kind of get those sniffles and the allergies from all the dust and the pollen that happens when we get those famous dust storms and the boobs that just breeze by, um, and kind of take over.
Well,
And hopefully it's followed by rain, but you never know.
Sedona and up north, they don't get those.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's more of a South Arizona thing.
And how long does it last? Like, how long is that big, huge dust?
It depends. It really does. If it's a bigger storm, it'll breeze through for like 20 minutes or more. But sometimes it's really quick where, you get that wall of dust for like 10 minutes and then it's gone. And then maybe there's rain. Uh, but sometimes you'll be sitting in dust for like upwards of 30 minutes, and I've even had to like drive off on the side of the road and park sometimes because I can't even see while driving. It's kind of a crazy phenomenon that way.
Wow, very interesting. One day I'll move to Phoenix for sure.
You can experience your very first haboob.
That's what it's called. I didn't know that. We just call it
Yeah,
everybody else in like California, Albuquerque, everybody else that I've known, they're like, oh yeah, we call that dust storm in Arizona, but Arizona called it the haboob, right?
yeah. I just think it's a really funny name. Like, why not use
And then you
it?
get those monsoon, right? Those crazy rainstorms.
Monsoon season is so fun because sometimes, like I said, you'll get the dust storm and then immediately after, like this downpour of rain. So our monsoon seasons are really fun that way. Throughout the day, you'll just kind of look out and see that it's cloudy and you don't know if it's going to rain or not.
Yeah,
And
it's
sometimes it just
crazy.
absolutely pours and sometimes it doesn't.
Sorry, my phone muted myself. So, what's your favorite hobby and what's your favorite color?
Oh, great questions. I think right now my favorite color used to be yellow. I loved yellow because it's so bright and wonderful and positive. Right now, I don't know if I have a favorite color. I sort of like to switch between a bunch of them because I find so much beauty in color. I would say maybe red though is a very solid choice for me. Red's a very solid
Wow.
choice. Do you have a favorite color?
Red and
Yeah,
I think black and brown. I have a lot, but red is mainly a lot. So
absolutely.
it's
Yeah,
wonderful. So
solid.
yeah. So
What, sorry, what was the other question you asked me? Before the color.
I don't remember. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm being a bad interviewee.
No,
Forgetting the questions.
no, I did. I think I did, but I don't remember anymore. Next time. But for sure, when I have you back on my show, I really want to know more about the film that you're working on. I know you can't talk about it.
Yes,
Um,
yes. I'll definitely be able to share a little more details as I keep
but
working
is
on
it,
it.
maybe you can answer this question, maybe not. Is it filmed in Arizona?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, awesome. And of course, you can't. Do you know how long it's going to take? Are you allowed to say that or no?
I know it's still being worked on. It's still being worked on. Might be able to see some stuff by the end of the year-ish. If not, definitely the beginning of next year for sure.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well,
Yeah.
I can't wait to have you back on my show. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Ryoichi. It was wonderful.
You're very welcome, and let's stay in touch. And I can't wait to have you back on.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope
You're
you have a wonderful
welcome.
day.
Thank you. And again, I apologize. It took you a while to come on my show.
That's okay. Things happen. Technical difficulties. Like I said earlier, you just gotta go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Right, right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you anyways, and I can't wait to have you back again.
Yeah, I would love to come back.
All
Love
right,
to.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, have a great day.
You too. Bye.